Da 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 dun dun. What's up, YouTube? It's your main man, AB the Hero, back again with another video. And I keep saying video, but this is bigger than that, man. We live. You feel me? Y'all know how we do. I said this before. We doing this now 3 times a week. That's the plan. The strategy and the plan. 3 times a week. We live. It's lit. The whole vibes. We doing if you want to pull up, you can pull up. Hit me over on the DMs on Instagram. I'll send you the link to join. The whole vibes. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna allow a few more folks to slide through the live before we start turning all the way up. Let me throw some. Throw something on here in the background for the culture. Yeah. Okay. I'm excited about tonight. We got a lot to talk about, man. We've been on a little streak, you feel me? A little streak lately, you know. And we're trying to get this thing going, man. We're trying to get back into it. Sports Inside Angle. What's up, man? I got the link for you coming right now. I just got your text. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna slide it. It's right here. Bam. I think that's it. Yep. So yeah, man. Hopefully you get the last time you wasn't something was going on, you couldn't hop on it and all that stuff. But you know what I'm saying? Pull up, man. Got a lot to talk about. I know you got some stuff to say. Get off your chest. I'm right now. I know I'm dogging you, and what happens when you don't? I know right now. Bang bang. When you don't do the math, I know right now I'm dogging you in fantasy football. Sports Inside Angle. So that's what that is. But yeah. So in today's live, man, what we're gonna talk about? I got a few different things that I want to talk about. Obviously, we need to talk about the new logo. We did a video recently where we compared what I believe or what seems to be LaMelo Ball's new MB1 logo with Puma. We also compared that to the old logo with Puma, with BBB. We got to talk about some stuff that came up yesterday. So in that video, somebody dropped in a comment a podcast from Rick Bucher, blue check over at FS1. He one of those guys. FS1. People get on ESPN for being kind of ridiculous, but FS1 be on complete BS. So he kind of follows suit with that whole narrative over there at FS1. But in his podcast that they did, I think it's called Rick Bucher and Friends, and I debated pulling up the audio and playing it during the live stream, but I feel like I hate to play his stuff, get the copyright claim, and then burn the whole live stream. You feel me? So what I do is I'm gonna take the snippet that we talk about here. I'm gonna re-upload that later, and I'll pull some of his audio out and kind of post it direct so you can hear what they talk about. But I would tell you that it's kind of ridiculous, and it's the same thing. Whereas you would have talked to Brett Bucher a couple years ago, and folks would have been acting like what the Big Baller brand was doing is the worst shit in the world. Talk to him nowadays, and it's the new wave. It's the thing that everybody's going to do. And basically on the podcast, he talked about how he got some insight around these sports companies are deciding now to get rid of a lot of the sponsored athletes that they have. So he was saying that Nike has 150 sponsored athletes, and they're chopping that down to like 70 or something like that, right? And it's because of a whole bunch of stuff that we'll kind of get into and talk about in a bit as we go through this live stream today. Also, one of the things that came up is my guy Fahara. He sent me a picture of the latest episode of Ball in the Family. And it was a picture of Tina. She had on the pink MB1s, and he was like, "Oh, is these a new?" And so I do recognize those shoes from when they were on JBA tour. Melo tried those on, and I was telling him like, I don't know if they're gonna come out because they're in production or whatnot. He was saying like, "Yo, he's calling it like this might be the next one," and I got to thinking, like, I feel like when folks talk about when folks talk about the Big Baller brand and they talk about the MB1 t-shirts and stuff still on the website, the shoes, those shoes still for sale, Jello shoes, like all of these different things. And I was thinking like, yo, because people are like, yo, oh man, are they still gonna sell the shoes? Like that's kind of like kind of crazy. And I realized that, yo, I got a pair of Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp is the Rain Man. I don't believe that he still is profiting off of his Reeboks that came out many moons ago, right? Kobe, Adidas, still to this day releases all the different iterations of the Kobe's from when he was there before he moved over to Nike. Deion Sanders is, I'm 100% sure, damn near 99.9%, 100% sure that Deion Sanders has a deal with Under Armour currently, but Nike still releases all the Deion's sneakers. They just took his picture off of it and they keep it moving that way. So we were having that conversation, and because of that, I think like, damn, like why wouldn't the Big Baller brand continue to release if the older iterations of the ZO2s or the MB1s or the G3s, especially if they already in production? Shoot, we see Nike do it to this day. They release Jordans, they release the new woo back to back to back. They don't care if you passed away. They don't care if you signed with another brand. They don't care. They're gonna release your stuff. We see even with the Shaq. Shaq got his own shoe line, and Shaq continues to, and they release those Shaq Gnosises and whatever off Reebok. What they'll do is they'll pull your logo now. But I think that even when I think about this, Kawhi Leonard, I believe he was with Jordan Brand, and he was trying to re-up from Jordan Brand. And they didn't want to give him the bag because folks realized that Kawhi Leonard does not sell shoes. Personality, I mean, the way when you think about Kawhi Leonard, what you do is that laugh, right? I always say, how you can tell if somebody has made an impression based on their character, based on their personality, is if you are attempting to mimic them. And if you can easily and distinguishably mimic some of their behaviors, then that means that they got something unique or special about them, right? So if you start talking like them and everybody's like, oh, you doing, that's LeVar. Oh, you doing, then you know that that person may have a personality that seems to be resonating with people. And Kawhi Leonard, his personality is more like a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like the board man gets paid, the quiet guy, shit that don't really sell shoes. Okay. So, but I say all that to say, when we think about the MB1 logo and all of that moving over to Puma and all of this stuff and the controversy around that, I remember that Kawhi Leonard was at beef with Jordan Brand and New Balance because he was like, yo, no, that's my logo that I was moving with. So all of these things that came into my mind, man. And so these are things that I kind of want to talk about throughout the night. Obviously, if y'all drop some questions in there, we're going to get to those too. Shout out to my guy, Sports Inside Angle. We already shouted you out earlier. BTS Dance Studio, my guy, Lee. Ham Stastic, what's up, man? He talking about them Hornets for Melo. That's to answer your question. I honestly don't know which team I believe that Melo will go to, because truthfully, I think that any team who has a shot at getting him, to me, you would be a fool not to do it. The kid is that talented. I think, like, in hindsight, if you could have did whatever you needed to do to get a LeBron James on your squad, you should have done that many, many moons ago. My guy, Fahara, Gerald, Zakar, is it Zakar? What is that? Zakar? Man, I'm so terrible. Y'all know I stink up the last name situation. You feel me? So I apologize about that. Ready for the draft, the goods. I'm ready, man. I am ready to see where my guy Melo is going to end up for sure. But I believe that truth of the matter is he could go anywhere. And if you got the assets in place, make it happen. He coming to the Pistons, Young Elder. My guy, Young Elder, I remember the last time we was in here, you dropped the super chat again, and I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? You're incredible. You're amazing. That's appreciated. But I would love to see him go to Detroit. And I'm gonna say this: I don't even care where he goes. To be honest, I'm ready to see him play basketball in the NBA. I think that from over the years, what we've seen is that any team in the league damn near got a shot at it. We've seen Detroit be amazing at some point in history. So I think you get Melo there, they got a shot. I think Blake Griffin still has some years in him. You have an elite passer like Melo to be able to throw the lob up to Blake. To me, that feels like some shit that I would want to see. When you look at Melo and Illawarra, he probably should have averaged a triple-double or at least a double-double points and assists if his big man Boone wasn't blowing so many layups. You give Melo a finisher around the rim like a Blake Griffin, it's over. You give also one of the things that folks talk, Zach R. There it is, Zach R. You give Melo one of them the finishers like Blake, and also if you give him a situation like the NBA where you can catch the ball, take a dribble, take another dribble, and then get a bucket and still count it as assist, I think you turn up. My man turned up a lot from there. Let me see. I'm sending the link out, man. If folks, oh, there he is. My God. Oh man. We got Young Sports Inside Angle. I'm sending the link out, man. If folks, oh, there he is. Oh my God. Oh man. Headphones on you? I'm hearing that echo. I got my strong apple
juice. What up, bro?
There he is. What's up, my guy? How you doing, man?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Good to see you, man. It's been a minute, man. My guy, let me give them folks a little introduction, man. My guy, Sports Inside Angle. I don't know if you remember him. He like also wanted to. I feel like there's a few folks in this YouTube thing who've been around when it comes to the BBB, not necessarily who blew up and was like, you know what I'm saying, out here super right. YouTubers, but cornerstones of the culture type folks. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like when they tell the story about how it grew and how it came to come, like it's a little folks who like, if he wasn't around, then this wouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? If this wasn't here, then that wouldn't happen. I feel like you got a piece of that momentum and that stuff right there.
Yeah, for sure.
My guy was I remember, and I'll tell the story real fast. We was in Atlanta, you feel me? My man from Atlanta. We had linked up off the YouTube stuff, you know what I mean? And then it's around the time where there was the drama happening with the original drama with my guy, Foster. And then you had jumped on here, came to the defense, and it was giving the facts and the clues and all that stuff way back when. And then when you pulled up, it was all love. You know what I'm saying?
It was all love.
Yeah. And I think the last time I was here, I told a similar story of like the first time I met folks, it was all love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. You showed me love off the rip. You made sure I had tickets at the wheel call and everything. So, you know what I'm saying? That was mad love.
Yeah. Nah, man. So what's good with you, man? What you been up to these days?
Oh man, I'm just, maintaining here in Atlanta, man, keeping it safe, you know what I'm saying? Pandemic. Just bouncing back right now,
Yeah. I dig that. Man, so I'm gonna get your opinion on this stuff. So for the last couple of weeks, I've been heavy on the LaMelo Ball to Puma move.
Right. I've been watching.
So what do you think of just the overall, should he have went and made the move to Puma? Given the circumstances, is that a smart move?
I think at this point for Melo, yeah, probably so. You know what I'm saying? Because he's established that, his road is a little bit different than what everybody else is on. And so I felt like, depending on what kind of deal it is, we don't know what, you know what I mean? If it's not like for 10 years, then yeah, probably a good, if he got him a nice little 3-4 year deal where he can kind of, get himself some merch out and, make some money there on the back end. I think that's cool for him.
I agree. I think that the short-term bag, if it's big as they said it was, right? Because the rumors say $100 million in the jet.
Right.
If you telling me for 4 years, we're gonna give you 100 million in a jet.
Nah,
okay.
nah. But see,
Go
that's
ahead
just
and do
a
that.
rumor too, though. You know what I'm saying? That's just a rumor too. So I mean, I'm pretty sure they probably offered him opportunities to fly in a jet whenever he probably wants to, or whatever, or a certain amount of time, a lot of the amount of time. We probably gonna be sharing them jet miles with somebody else too.
Yeah.
So I mean, the reason I'm saying it is because it looked like Melo need to be in some type of corporate structure at this point because the BBB situation don't look like it's set up for a number one pick to thrive right there and then immediately be able to make an impact that way.
Yeah, you know what, man? I just didn't realize this, and I think that part of what made it a good idea, and part of what when folks talk about the BBB as like a case study of like how to move or what not to move, you know what I mean? It shows how hard it actually is to be a number one athlete and to be doing that full time, but then also to be trying to run a business full time.
True.
And doing that, you know what I'm saying? It's not for anybody can't do it. You look at guys like LeBron, and he got a team. All his homeboys is put on, and they all executives, and they run the shit. But when I listened to their story, they all grew into those roles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's tough for you just to be 19 years old and just to get on. One of the blessings I feel like Melo and them had is they had some big homies in the position to help pull the shots and make the thing. But that is something that won't be readily available for everybody. Let me see, man. Okay, we got a few folks on here today, man. We got GZ Hoops in here. You know what I'm saying? He was just in the thing. Gerald Zakar. You know what I'm saying? Bam, bam, bam. And we got,
bro.
What's happening, my guy? He BBB'd out, bro.
Yeah,
GZ.
What's good, man? How we doing?
It's good this way. And we got my guy Fahara Vision jumping in here as well, man. So we forward. Oh, all right.
It's going up.
Hey,
it's going all the way up. Yeah.
I'm chilling.
Blessings, bro.
What's up, Vision?
Hey, so Gerald, man, this is my first time meeting you, like official or like speaking to you. You know what I'm saying? So, man, give me. I see you are like active in the community for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You be on the tweets and the you know what I'm saying. You always got stuff, man. What has made you so interested in like rock with the brand as hard as you do?
I mean, honestly, bro, it's just the lane they've really created. I mean, not too many individuals obviously have the outlets that the Ball family got, right? But they kind of have been running with it for years now, and that's why I've always been kind of attached to him in that sense. It's just kind of taking a different path, and it's been dope, man. I mean, that's what I've been rocking with you since the JBA for sure.
JBA, yeah. I feel like that's when you think about the JBA, that is the whole different path. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and people forget too.
People forget how dope it is to be like, oh, we can't play in y'all league, y'all tripping. We're gonna start our own league.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Right?
They did that.
And you were a part of it, man.
Yeah,
and that's a credit to one. You know what I mean? To all of those guys, though. People can't leave out Allen, man. Allen was really whipping in the kitchen, man.
Yeah,
people better respect.
And I will say this: I just watched a video from Allen earlier today. Like earlier, like my YouTube sent me a notification. It was like a new video from Allen Foster, and it was interesting because
right,
he played a clip from Lonzo was doing like a Big Boy in the Morning interview, and in that clip, I think Big Boy was like, "Yo, I ain't get my shoes. Like, who do I blame it on?" And Lonzo was like, "Yo, you can blame everything on Allen." You know what I'm saying? And then Allen was like, and this is what I be saying, and then I be feeling like folks be like, "Damn, bro, you be riding too hard." But he said, yes, you could blame me for stuff that went wrong, but you also got to blame me for the shit that went well as well. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I feel like that is what a lot of people don't do. And then so when I be having conversations with people about Allen, I be trying to put into context, like, yo, but he did a lot of cool shit as well. You know what I'm saying? And that go over a lot of people's head.
But
Without a doubt. I mean, without him, there is no JBA either. So, and there's no early big baller brand stuff. I mean, yeah, what he did obviously wasn't the right thing to do, but you can't kind of just block him out, right? You can't just block him out of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
allegedly.
That's just the real of it, though.
Facts.
Yeah, that's just the reality of it. Because of everything you look at, you got to look at the positive and the negative. You know what I'm saying? And the negative thing is that he allegedly stole money from the big baller brand. The positive about it, the big baller brand probably wouldn't be as big as it was if he didn't swoop in and have that business mind to actually take it to the next level to tell Lonzo not to sign this shoe deal. Let's do it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So when I look at this situation, like I always think it's like I told y'all last time, AB. I feel like it was infiltrated. You know, I can't say that this stuff didn't happen and this stuff did happen, but it just when you put it together, it just don't fit right.
You got to think about it now, Vision. That it's funny you said that because it's real fishy that, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, a few months before they go to, you know, really pushing to take the company into a position and to go public, something like that happened. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, you know, it was reported, you know, from Ramona Shelburne, though. That's where all of it started from.
Right.
Like you gotta start to walk backwards, you know what I'm saying, before you can go forward. But you know, I think everything will come out regardless. And we see though, since they pulled the plug with Alan Foster, you move that one key cog, and I mean, man,
it's been different.
It's been a disaster.
Yeah, because I honestly think, man, like AB said in a few videos ago, that when you just snatching money out for this, snatching money out for that, it's like it's no control. You know what I'm saying? It's to me, it's not it wasn't in the organization into where this was going. We need this right now. Let's go get this. We need this right now. Let's go get this. Just
like we say that.
I'm just saying in general.
It's some receipt. It's receipt.
It's alleged. There's a lot of alleged stuff happening. You feel me? Alleged.
But you gotta think about it. We don't know. They was moving fast, real fast. They was making a lot of money real fast. So the thing is, I can see certain stuff not being accounted for in certain times. I ain't saying that Allen didn't do it. I'm just saying that you can go to the store and say, I'm gonna go buy this, and then you leave out with $500 worth of stuff, and you don't realize you get in the car. Like, yo, I just spent $500. So I'm saying something like that, you know, and they weren't spending little money. They were spending big money, you know what I'm saying, on these arenas, on ordering 5,000, 10,000 shoes at one time, you know what I'm saying? So many shirts at one time. Like, I know it's receipts, but when you moving so fast, like them people was moving fast, making a lot of money in less than a year or two. Like that's a different kind of business they got.
Yeah.
This is why I think that the whole like pointing out the Ramona Shelburne or the ESPN and their timing of all of this stuff seems like fishy to me, right? Because let's say me and GZ, we got a business together, right?
Right.
We run the business how we run it. You know what I'm saying? We might not run it the way that corporate America run their shit. You know what I'm saying? But it worked for us. We move it. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, an accountant from corporate America come in and say, yo, GZ, I was looking at your books and this ain't how folks run it. And then you come to me, I'm like, bro, this is how we've been doing it. Like, I can show you the shit's accounted for. And then they like, nah, bro, that don't even make sense. Like, you supposed to be. And then all of a sudden you be like, yeah, AB, man, the shit's bullshit, bro. You supposed to be running it like corporate America. And I'm like, bro,
we've been doing it.
And we've been doing it. And then now all of a sudden I look crazy, but this is the shit that we agreed upon.
Yeah.
So can I real quick too? Though?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to make this clear, and this is an absolute fact. Lonzo Ball does not own any percentages in Big Baller Brand. Did not, has not.
Yeah.
So he is not a boss. let's just stop there. All right.
Which is also why I feel like, and let's go back to this question. I'll throw this to y'all of like, why it makes sense for Melo at this point to be like, I'm going with Puma. Because if Lonzo ain't own none of the Big Baller brand, and we know Melo ain't own none, so when we start be thinking about the ownership, you deciding essentially between, am I going to be sponsored by Big Baller brand or I'm going to be sponsored by Puma?
And that's what I was trying to say. Exactly.
Yeah. And then it's like, which one of y'all giving me the biggest bag? Puma said they're gonna give me $100 million.
It ain't Big Baller brand, man.
Yeah. With this one, you're gonna have to earn it. It's a little bit more grassroots. Puma, you're gonna shoot some TikTok videos, and then we're gonna do it that way. Yeah. So
TikTok is where it is, though. Hold on, AB. I don't mean to cut you off, man. But that's where, if you want to start any type of marketing campaign, you hit better start.
Here, all right, and I agree with you. I think that.
I know what you're saying too, though. I know what you're saying, though. Somebody that's as polished as Melo at this point should be. His releases and his rollout should be a little bit more you know what I mean? Well thought about.
All right, so check this out. I was talking about this a little bit earlier. I listened to this Rick Bucher podcast, right?
That Rick.
And Rick on some But so what he's talking about is he's talking about how Nike right now is about to cut 70%, or not 70%, I'm sorry, pretty much like 50% of their sponsor athletes. So he's saying like they got 150 sponsor athletes on some type of deal where we giving you merch, we giving you shoes, you know what I'm saying, money, and they, because of the way the market is, the pandemic, they finna cut that off because they feel like these sponsor athletes don't make as much money as they used to. So Jordan, it's like I always be comparing this to a record label or a music contract where they be talking about you got to recoup. So like we're gonna pay for you to make an album, but you got to make the money back before you like really start making money off of it. All right? And then so they're saying most athletes don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So now they're trying to get out of it. And one of the things that I was looking at with this situation is they don't market athletes the same way as they used to. Part of the reason why everybody loves Jordan to this day is because Nike made us feel like Jordan was a damn near a god. You know what I'm saying?
Guy.
You want to be like Mike. He got Spike Lee in the commercial. We got this. I don't know to this day. I don't know. I know like all the sneaker athletes. James Harden got his own shoe. I can't tell you a James Harden commercial. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like honestly, they keep doing the same thing with, they know that you got Instagram or social media following. So they expect you to be able to sell it off your Instagram. Right. And people don't buy it. Folks will debate you to the end of the world right now for Jordan because the Nike commercial was so dope, not because he was that dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was a pioneer too, though. Nobody had really seen that type of rollout. I had never seen anything like that for an athlete. You know what I'm saying? I was little, but still to this day, we, like you said though, you're pretty much right. Because still to this day, we haven't seen any really rollout like that for a product. You know what I mean? For an athlete.
I think a lot of it too is, I mean, there's just so many athletes under each brand, kind of like you were touching on. So, I mean, if you cut 50, 60, 70% of those dudes out, you can kind of put a higher inflection rate on LeBron, Durant, them kind of dudes. I mean, there's just so many players now. And that's what makes me think like Zoe's been kind of flirting with Nike, right? You think he'll even make that cut? I mean,
no,
probably not.
Nah, I don't think they'll make that cut.
That's what I'm saying.
He's one of those 10 points though.
That's what I'm saying. So he's better off here.
But I think Puma, what they doing is, it's like, I think since they so young and they don't have a superstar yet, like LaMelo Ball is their Michael Jordan, and I think that's what.
Have a superstar though? Have they ever had? Has Puma ever had a superstar sneaker
in soccer?
Yeah, I was gonna say not in the hoop.
Okay.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's what I'm getting at. They actually got it now. You know what I'm saying? Like they got their Michael Jordan. And the thing is, I think they for to go all in. What else Puma got? Puma got Kyle Kuzma, got a couple other people like
Michael Porter Jr.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
They had better go all in.
I agree with you. I think that they should go on. They got their Michael Jordan, but I'm seeing that they not.
That's the thing, though. Is it that somebody? Is it like they leaking footage too early or something? Because the stuff we seeing is weak.
I think they're waiting the draft date, man. I think they're waiting to see what team you go to.
Draft day is.
If you're gonna do that, then keep it closed. Shut it up. Don't send me this. Take this back and just give me what you got on draft day. Because that's what I'm saying. What I think that all of these sneaker companies doing and what's hurting them is that they are trying to use your social media, right? They think you got the followers and you're doing this, right? But it's like LeBron James, you go through his social media, his shit just look like a cool dad with social, you know what I mean? It ain't special. Every now and again, he might have a Nike commercial or something that
that's because he's not selling you stuff on the LeBron James platform. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying is that these companies relying on those platforms, but they not selling you nothing. Whereas, listen, my guy Will Smith just got the Instagram. You ever watch Will Smith Instagrams?
Yeah, I do.
Will Smith Instagram with a whole damn production crew.
Yeah.
He's not on Instagram like he looked like, oh, this is Will Smith. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
he's doing movies. He's doing movies on Instagram.
It's different than me and you on Instagram.
Exactly. And if you're gonna have your Michael Jordan and you're gonna run him through TikTok campaigns, then run him through there like he Michael Jordan. Don't give me this shit.
You know, technically the Not From Here campaign is a girl that's a TikTok superstar that's actually signed to Puma. So that's where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying to leverage both at the same time. You know,
so that ain't even solely his.
No, that's not his tag. Nah,
that's what I was telling you at first. That was what I was telling you last week.
And that's why I agree with you totally when you say it's weak, though. You know, especially when we talking about a multi, you know what I mean, $1 billion business. Time out.
This is him.
I'm just saying. That's what I was saying, man. I think that they not gonna, because even with LeBron James, Nike wasn't just pushing LeBron before he got drafted like that. He had some stuff, but they weren't pushing him. Well, they pushed him.
He had a big deal though. He had a big situation.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Like, we was billboards everywhere. Blind, you know, it started off. It started off crazy though.
Obviously, part of it too is the year is different, right? So the draft now is in November. When LeBron got drafted, it was April, May, June, July, somewhere. You know what I mean? So they have known about this deal for much longer and probably been holding stuff off longer and longer, where we was getting LeBron shit over the summer. We was getting LeBron shit in the fall. And now we just now starting to get Melo stuff. But for me, it's like, if you had that long, then to me, I'm thinking like, oh shit, we got this long, then we finna hit him because we was going to rush it. But now we got some time that's strategically planned. We finna have him coming out like Spider-Man. We finna have him
people with their hands in the jar and starting at this point. And so they can't, you know, because I figured the deal should have been done like you talking about. So they can't put out merch and stuff until you know what I mean, you put some ink to paper.
Yeah, and then like I said, I think they're gonna base a lot of his merchandise off the team that he's going to go through. Probably a colorway on his shoes.
I agree.
All of this stuff.
So they have to wait anyway. Is that what you're saying? They have to wait.
That to me, like I'm not a big clothing brand with my brand. I'm not a big clothing brand, but it's like by me watching other clothing brands, I know what I should come out with in the fall. I know what I should come out in the spring. I got to look at the colors, like what the people wearing on TV. Right. The thing is, but I got to see it first before I can actually design it. Yeah. So I think that as a business with Puma, I think they're trying to see exactly where Melo is going before they really push their promotion. That's my personal opinion.
Draft day is huge for Puma.
Yeah.
So hold on. This is a quick question I got. Okay. Is Melo better than Zoe already?
Here, this is what I say to you.
It's tough.
Here's what I don't know if you say better, but I'll say this. How about this?
More prepared for the NBA as a rookie.
If I had to draft right now between Melo and Zoe, if I got a team and they like, yo, you can have either one. Which one of the Ball brothers you want?
Right.
I'm taking Melo right now.
10 times out of 10, right?
Yeah, I think you got to, man.
Yeah, you gotta think about it. Like, because we can only base it off what Zoe showed, but he was hurt his first 2 seasons in the NBA.
Right.
So to me personally, it's like I think smarter with the ball. I think Zoe is smarter with the ball. But if I want to get points and I want to get flash, I'm gonna choose Melo. But it's hard for me to judge that because Zoe really had a solid season.
Yeah.
Like
he was until the bubble.
Didn't he play the whole season last year?
But that's the thing. Like that was the first year that he was almost 100%. He was still 100% since he been in the NBA.
Hey,
I mean, he was trying to turn it up until the bubble. Honestly,
here's what I say, bro.
100%.
People be talking. People always say this thing. Now, I mess with Zoe. I want to see him take it to the next level.
You know, I used to be a Zoe fan though.
Yeah, I want him to be an all-star next year, type of thing, right? My guy Uncle Rico just jumped on, but what I'm saying is that folks always be like, "Yo, Zoe was hooping before the bubble," and he had probably like a good month and a half. Yeah, he had about 7 games out of 30 where he was looking like, wait a minute, Zoe on one.
right.
So I be trying to tell people that he really in the bubble regressed back to the mean. You know what I'm saying? Like he was playing above his norm and then kind of went.
Man,
shit, honestly, but he went below where he was at before.
He went below that.
He went below. Yeah. He was on like some other shit. I will say though, I watched the last episode of Ball in the Family, the new one.
Yeah.
One of the things that caught me is, and I normally never watch the show. Yeah, he was talking with his girl. He about to go, and he like, "Oh, we'll be back in like a month or so." And she like, "Well, shit. Hopefully you be back
longer than
the
that.
whole time, longer than that. Win good in the playoffs. Woo. He already went down there with the.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. So, this is another thing though too. We got to be real. It's hard for any young guy to get a whole bunch of millions, a whole bunch of fame, have a whole bunch of expectation. You know what I'm saying? He went to the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? His dad put a lot of pressure on him. But I'm gonna say, you know, we thought LeVar built him for that pressure. We see that he really it's really a little bit too much pressure. And I don't think that Zoe is a bad player. And I think he could probably end up being maybe an all-star over his career. You know what I'm saying? What he been playing 3 years now? If he right the ship now, it's a slim chance he might be a Hall of Famer at the end of his career. You know what I'm saying? If he plays a long 20-year career, you know what I'm saying, 15, 20 years, and he plays at a high level from here on out, though. But he's got to add more moves to his game. And it's really just the confidence, I think, because when you look at him from UCLA to NBA, it was the confidence that really changed. Because in summer league, he looked like it was about to be. I was like, oh, here we go. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. But, you know, only time will tell.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Oh, I'm just saying, man. I honestly believe that it'll work out for him. But you got to think about, like, every team Alonzo been on, he's had ballers around him. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that he's not around ballers now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't talking about NBA. I'm talking about coming up, like in high school and college. Like, he had a good team around him. You know, like the best team I think he had around him is the Pelicans since he been in the NBA. I think that's the, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Like, for real, because when he was the first year with the Lakers, it was pretty much a whole bunch of young people. Yeah. Then Bron came, then everybody get hurt. Then the Pelicans come, and then it's like it's a new team. It's a brand new team. So I think he's a great facilitator. If he get that people around him that can shoot the ball and make those 2-point shots, he will be an all-star. Sooner do you think?
Yeah. You know what?
I would say at the rim too, though. He got to be able to finish.
He got to finish at the rim and in the mid range.
That free throw shooting.
The basics, floater like Melo.
He got to do the basics. I will say to your point, Fahara, is that you're right? If you think about him at Chino Hills, it was him, number 2 pick in the draft. Big Emeka Oka, what's his name? Okoyange.
I can never pronounce that.
I know you talking
about. A top 5 pick. LaMelo, who was a number 2 pick. So you got a team in high school where
Jello too.
Jello, the leading scorer.
And Jello, well, I was going to leave him out on the fact that he wasn't rated as high as everybody else, but he was still a dog. Him and the Eli Scott dude. But I'm saying that officially, I like Eli too. Officially, in your starters in high school, you got 3 top 5 NBA picks.
Yeah,
that's a squad.
Facts.
And
so a great facilitator.
Two of them sophomores, and you a senior. You know what I'm saying? 2 of them freshmen or whatever they was at the time. Yeah. So that's crazy. I think that UCLA probably didn't have the same clout as that. You know what I'm saying? But also in New Orleans right now, Brandon Ingram was a number 2 pick.
He was balling that season too.
Yeah. So you got in New Orleans, you got a number 2 pick, a number 2 pick in Zoe, and then also a number 1 pick in Zion. Based on the metrics, they should be damn good.
They should be balling, yeah.
Yeah, but I think that Zoe didn't go in the bubble with the confidence that he had when he left. I think that he probably lost his mojo when they said the season was over.
Right.
And then they said
for sure he was just back home with his daughter.
Yeah,
time to stop rapping, man, and focus.
Yeah, he was rapping crazy.
Too much rapping, man. I think everybody was stir crazy during the bubble. You know what I mean? Like everybody was kind of just wilding out on the internet.
The rapping, bro, is not a thing. You have dudes who be in the strip club every night. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather you be in the studio than blowing your money in the club.
I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying though, it's time. Like I'm looking for
time and a place
to his game. Like, it's certain guys. Like even when I look at James Harden at this point, I'm sick of the same like 4 dribble pat move. You know what I'm saying? To the lane, underhook layup every time. You know what I mean? Like the elite guys have so many moves. Like if you look at it like a Devin Booker, every year you see something new added to his game. You know what I'm saying? Even when I look at Ja Morant, as a rookie, I'm looking at like just a lot of sauce. And then when I look at some of the other guys that we've been talking about, they just don't have a lot of moves. They don't have a lot of tools that you know what I mean, to work with, except for raw athleticism and kind of like IQ. But I mean,
and honestly, that's why Melo's so special in that sense too. I mean, if you've been following him for the last 3-4 years, always adding something new to his bag.
Yeah, that's true. Melo he has a bag.
Yeah,
he can get in. And this is the thing where I think gives Melo a real edge though. He's already been playing against adults since he was 16. So he's used to the elbows, the trash talking. You know what I'm saying? You know, the hostility.
Right.
I think that's what Zoe probably wasn't used to. The hostility, the like grown men that like actually are cussing at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, really almost in a threatening sense, trying to act like they want to fight you. Because I think it's part of the NBA intimidation. If you're intimidated, it's gonna be hard for you to play your game.
True.
Yeah.
Like him and Pat Bev.
Right away. You know what I'm saying?
From the jump.
Yeah.
What he should have did that first game when Pat Bev leaned on him like that, he should have stood up. Bop, bop.
He should have got offended. That's what I'm saying.
I'll be back in 2 games.
All right.
Don't play with me. My dad talked that shit, but if you come to me with it, it's over. I'll see you in 2 games. Here go the text.
Yeah, but I think with Lonzo Ball, we got to take in consideration. If it wasn't, no, I'm just saying this. We got to take this in consideration. If we look at him as a number 2 pick, but the thing is, he would not be a number 2 pick if it wasn't for LeVar. So it's like
he deserved it. He deserved it.
I didn't say he did deserve it. I'm just saying the fact that he went number 2, I feel like it's solely LeVar. Now he should have went in the first round.
That means
for sure.
he didn't deserve it. That means he didn't deserve it.
I don't know about solely. It definitely helped.
It was a package.
I'm not saying that he don't deserve to be in the first round. I'm just saying number 2. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
you're saying he's not a number 2 pick, basically.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if your pops say you this right here, and they go to Magic Johnson, and he put all this, and LeVar put all this buzz around Los Angeles, and Los Angeles got the number 2 pick, and a lot of LeVar saying, y'all to be stupid if y'all don't. Look what my son did. Look what he saw. Look what he did at UCLA. He from this city. Y'all need to draft him. Blah blah. Like Magic Johnson, it'll almost be stupid for Magic Johnson not to sign him. That don't make sense because LA, he's already in LA. He's from California.
This is
the
I get what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? I ain't saying that he's not a number 2 pick. I'm just saying that I don't believe that he would have went number 2 if it wasn't for his pop.
To shut up then, because now we expect Lonzo Ball to be the number 2 pick for the Los Angeles Lakers coming out of California. And California is known for having monsters. I mean, that's what we expect. He had his own brand. I'm looking at Zoe like this is the leader of the new school. You know what I mean? Coming out. Young brother, his own company, drafted to the Lakers. I mean, I'm expecting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is, the downfall of it is he was hurt. And he was hurt real bad that first year.
The downfall of it is Lonzo Ball's game was not up to his name. It's just that simple. That doesn't mean he don't have time to redeem himself. He's still in the league.
Yeah.
You know? But I mean, for him to get a max contract at the end of this year, for them teams to pick up that option, Lonzo Ball this year is going to really, really have to show some movement in where his game is. He's gonna have to at least be shooting around 70% from free throw at least.
Yeah.
He needs to go up to 80, 90 from free throw to be honest.
And honestly, to be honest, man, when I look at Lonzo Ball and I see him play, the downfall is the shot. Everything else is there. The passing is there, the dribbling there, but his shot is off.
Like the layup. The layup need to be there too.
The mid-range, bro. He got no mid-range, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The shot is off. If that man
scoring,
if he can just hit the shots,
he would be there. You can say that about everybody, bro.
That's what I'm saying. If anybody, this is what
he don't shoot a lot though. That's what I'm saying. When he
shoot a lot, bro. He shoot a hell of a lot of three-pointers.
They leave him open.
Yeah.
They back up. They treat him like Dwight Howard shooting threes.
Like Rajon Rondo, basically.
Yeah. They treat him like Ben Simmons. You know what I'm saying? They don't even come to the line. They don't put a hand up or nothing.
Because I know he shoot at least 4 threes a game. Now I know that for sure.
At the minimal,
About 6.
6 to 8, honestly.
But there are a lot of games where that's all he shoots is 3-pointers. He won't attempt a 2-point shot.
And that's what I'm saying. He need to add something else levels to his game.
Yeah.
Now, even if he was a strong finisher, I could take him just shooting threes. If he was a strong finisher at the rim.
Right.
But even when he gets to the rim, it's crazy.
Yeah. I think that this is why when folks was I feel like he probably gonna end up getting traded.
Me too.
If not before the season, like definitely
trade
at the first couple months. But I don't even know if you hold on to the trade deadline. I believe that if he don't come in there in the first couple games and make it seem like, I done elevated to damn near all-star level, like I think you got to move him quick, because if he have a couple months like the Buffalo, it's over. You can't get nothing from him. He damn near they sent him down to the G League for a couple games. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, that'd be embarrassing.
Yeah, I hope they don't get that bad. But
the ball fans will faint in that.
I don't think that'll happen, man.
I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen.
No, sir.
I want
Angelo in the G League.
That would be crazy. They team up.
Him and Taco Fall.
And Taco Fall.
Taco Fall.
Cello. Taco Fall. Lonzo.
Oh, the Celtics.
Yeah.
It's getting bad. So you better pull it together. It's getting bad.
Yeah, we shouldn't be talking about this, man.
No, get it together. I wanted to get it together though. I want to see my man win though. I'm a big champion of seeing people, work their way up to the top though. You know what I'm saying? But this is my thing. I like the confidence that he had when he first came in. He had a lot of confidence, but now it's just he's not playing with confidence. When I see Melo out there, Melo is you can see it in his neck. It's like
he got it.
Right.
Do you remember? This is the difference between Melo and Zoe. Remember in Lithuania, oh boy, tap Melo on the back of his head. He turned around. We in Lithuania. We not even nowhere close to the house, but you're not putting your hands on me like that.
Right. Don't tap me like I'm a kid.
Exactly. That's the difference. That's the killer instinct. That's why I believe he is ready. If he'll slap you, I'll just say this. When we was over there, we doing the commentary thing. They start fighting. I'm thinking to myself, like, oh shit, how we gonna get home? Like, it's all of us. We got exactly. It's the Malice in the Palace. It's us versus everybody in here. It's lit. I'm getting situated. I'm taking my headphones off. I'm ready to I'm trying to get somebody gonna steal me. I'm gonna have to go get, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't worried about that, bro. It's a fight. We fighting. And that same thing, Jello came over there and then had to tackle somebody. You know what I'm saying?
He was the first dude over there too.
Push somebody do a wall. Right.
I done watched Zoe and the team over here fighting, and Zoe did this.
He's standing there licking, walking back to the bench with his back turned.
That's the difference.
In the league. I was like, Zoe, what are you doing, bro? He looked over his shoulder.
Hey, AB, man, what after that happened, because you was there, you seen the whole thing when Melo got the fight and everything. How you feel about this speech that LeVar gave him? Was it just for the TV, or was just an actual thing?
No, that's 100% real.
So
that's okay. That's real. I feel like that's the thing with LeVar is like there is some shit that he got a personality that is good for TV, but he not faking no shit for TV. Like that's just who he is. It ain't nothing that he's saying is just like, oh, you just saying that because the camera's rolling. You know what I'm saying? It's just that we gonna roll the cameras because we know you're gonna say something that's gonna be good for TV. You know what I'm saying?
But just like AB said, had the whole thing went upside down. It was just them versus all these people. So it could have went real bad. It could have went real bad.
And we in the middle of nowhere. They could have flat the tires on the van.
Yeah, you really would have had to hop out, AB.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I promise. If you listen to it, I stopped talking because I'm like this.
Yeah, whoa.
I'm about to jump over the rail. Manny over there talking. I'm ready for I'm on the swivel. Yeah. I know what it is.
Crazy, man.
So you guys think Melo's going 1?
He should.
Where is he going?
I think he just signed with Puma. I think he going 1. Who else signed a shoe deal?
Nobody.
But nobody. Does he have anybody else?
Or named Denny Advia.
The dude from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? I know he up high. But he's not going number 1.
Oh, no. He'll probably go.
Yeah. So I see Melo. Melo got the most hype around him because he left LeVar. Just like, you know what I'm saying? I think that's why he got the most hype on him, because he left BBB. And he can actually ball. Like, he is a number 1 pick, like this in general. But the fact that he left BBB and he put to sign one of the biggest contracts and with the biggest contract with Puma. Like, Puma got a big hand in where he going.
Oh, without a doubt.
Jay-Z too, though. That's a lot of Jay-Z Rock Nation type deal. Because Jay-Z's the head of basketball over there at Puma.
Yeah, and like I said, he signed to Rock Nation.
Right.
So, like I said, I see him as a number 1. Like,
if they don't do it right, though, it's gonna be a sad day.
Yeah, this is so based on what I was saying, that little podcast. The way that they're making it sound is like LaMelo Ball is probably going to be the last athlete to get the big ass stupid endorsement deal like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Nike is no longer worried about sponsoring big athletes to these big deals. So they feel like all these other companies just gonna follow suit and be like, if Nike ain't doing it, we not doing it. So like LaMelo could be the like last avatar of major sponsorship deals and all of that stuff. And I feel like
ironic that he was about to be on the opposite side of the coin as one of the first people to be an athlete with his own
brand,
which is probably why they realize that the shit is kind of like pointless at this point, right? If you think about this, right? Well, I don't even know. I'll say, because you don't see it too much. If you let me see, like what's his name? Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch I believe he got a Nike deal, right? Where everybody would assume he with Nike. He was in the
Beast Mode. Nah, Beast Mode. He got his own company, Beast Mode.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying is that he got his own Beast Mode company, but he definitely signed with Nike. We just seen him in the Drake commercial. I mean, the Drake video, where he was on Nike campus and everybody was Odell, was all of the Nike athletes, Kevin Durant. So I believe he got the deal, but he got his own brand as well. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you're not going to sign these folks to a big ass exclusive deal where all you could do is rock Nike, then like you just building folks up to go ahead and sell their t-shirts and hoodies on the side anyway. And it's like I was just saying, I watched the guy Alan Foster video earlier, and in his video he did this like little mathematics or whatever where he
showed how much money
he was like
not on by.
He was like, he missed out on $300 million a year. And he was saying like hoodies, t-shirts, hats, he sell 1 million of them a piece. That's 300 mil, you know what I'm saying? And then one of the things I feel like folks do not realize is the sneaker companies, the money is not really in the sneakers. It's in like the hoodies and the hats. So it's like when folks critique the Big Baller brand, and in that podcast, the dude Rick Bucher, he was showing Rick Bucher is not of the culture. He's not of the culture at all. I'll tell you some other shit he said. But basically, when he was interviewing some dude from like Sports Business Insider or something, and he brought up like the Big Baller brand. As soon as he started talking Big Baller brand, Rick Bucher started going in. Man, not like them. They selling $500 sneakers or whatever. So they messed it up from the jump. And what he don't even realize is that the $500 sneakers is the gateway, right? Because for me, I'm not spending $500 on those sneakers, right? But if I mess with you, I'm gonna go get the t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? That's what most people do. LeBron James shoes $220. I'm not spending $220 on no LeBrons, but I'll go get the LeBron t-shirt for $40. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And Lonzo Ball had been LaMelo Ball coming out first and snatching heads off and stuff. Everybody would have been buying them $500 MB1s. I just hate to tell you, I hate to say it, that it was because they had the game by the neck. And that's another reason why we know it had to be some kind of co-conspirators to try to break that up, because for them to come out of nowhere and to be able to make the type of impact that they were making in such amount of, I mean, look, we sitting here, us four right here, all been impacted by that movement. And anybody who's joining us on this podcast,
right?
I mean, and it's still going on. Next month, LaMelo Ball, number 1 draft pick, most likely.
Folks do not realize.
Send him to the house. We have to get rid of Trae Young.
There was a moment in time, bro. The Big Baller brand has gotten so many people paid. It's ridiculous, and people don't realize. One of the reasons when I started like getting on YouTube and talking about this shit was because many moons ago I was watching what's his name, Oprah Side. Y'all know that? Oprah Side.
I know.
And he was doing videos on them, and Lonzo had the one where he crossed the dude and he had the little Aki. I was like, yo, these dudes can't hoop. Like, why he doing? But he was running them videos on them, and numbers going stupid. Gave him 1 million subs just off of being like the first person to be like,
the video I ever did on Big Baller Brand did 65,000 views on YouTube. The first video I ever did.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Is this YouTube? This how YouTube work,
bro?"
Like,
when I was, this is what really made me. That was what got me into it, right? I had a channel, not this one. It's like I had AB the Hero channel, but I created a little side channel. It's called Side Hustle Media or some shit like that, right? And all I would do is I would just take people videos and repost them. The night so the March Madness was happening. I'm on the computer waiting to get the Lonzo highlights from the UCLA game. He go to the locker room. He do the interview where he right that night say, "Yo, I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? This is my last season at UCLA. I'm going." I grabbed the video off ESPN. First thing, put it on YouTube. Video hit a milli within 24 hours. YouTube sent me a check, $1,600. Like that's what I'm saying. Like making, and that was light. And I was watching other people. And the reason why I started doing it, I was watching other people do shit where they was reposting them, like Instagram lives or the Instagram stories from the Ball brothers, and was making like 10, 20 grand a month just off of doing that when they was like hot.
Everything I put up was doing numbers.
Yeah.
Everything I put up was doing numbers. You know what I mean? And I originally found Lonzo because I wanted to do sports content about the Lakers. And I was like, this too saturated, so I couldn't just jump right into the Lakers conversation. I was like, I gotta find a subcategory. And Lonzo was in college, but it was the buzz around him was he's going to the Lakers. And then I looked at the situation. I was like, whoa, this is more than just a guy going to the Lakers. This is a movement. This is something that's going to change the culture and how people will perceive athletes. From a business standpoint. Because let me tell you something. Had they really got that off, and you know what I'm saying, and now you got Melo coming in with his own shoe and all of that, athletes would have been commanding a totally different position from other companies. You know what I'm saying? Or they would have been doing it like the Travis Scott route, where you kind of just build your own brand up and then you license yourself out, for different venues or specific times. We'll do a partnership for 2 or 3 weeks with Sony or McDonald's or whatever. And then, you know what I'm saying? And you can keep your name. You still have ownership of your name and your likeness.
You know what? You brought up the Travis Scott thing, right? and yesterday, after I listened to that podcast, I went through and I was looking at all of the commercials from like the old LeBron joints, you know what I'm saying? Because back when LeBron was doing he had the you remember that he had the LeBrons?
Yeah.
Like him as 4 different people. Right. That shit was super dope. Like the little penny commercials. Like back then, they used to have some fire. And all of those shoes that like had the fire commercials sold, like the phone posits and Lil Penny was a hot ass shoe. You know what I'm saying? Some of LeBron's best shoes came from that time period. You know what I mean? Then they all fell off. But I was looking at like the Travis Scott deal with McDonald's because that was hype. Everybody named Mama was going to go over there and get McDonald's. So I wanted to go see what the commercial was. You know what I'm saying? If they just had Travis like tweeting out and it was a little dope thing. They had him with the little, basically like a little penny, a little action figure jumping off the shit. And so to me, that just said, like, if you're willing to invest and then you put some time and make folks seem like damn near larger than life superstars, which also I think you get when you have these music artists, they all do music videos. You know what I'm saying? And Travis Scott music videos don't look like the music video that your homeboy shoot in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's another level, So it's like when I'm watching LaMelo do a TikTok video for his rollout, and I'm watching T Jazz do some doper than LaMelo's $100 million deal video. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you lose people.
Yeah, for sure.
So where's the budget? I guess it's like they sign guys and then they say, well, hey, You know, let them bring in the bag. Where's the bag? They want the bag, and then they want to charge you the bag. So I mean, it's gonna be tough for Melo as far as now that he's locked up into some major endorsement deals to control his likeness and to really say what he wants to do and what he wants to wear. But hopefully his NBA career he can own that, and you know, then that'll take him to wherever he wants to go.
Yeah, y'all like his new Puma MB1 logo?
I mean, from what we saw, I mean, yeah, it's decent. I mean, I wouldn't want to see it. I want to see it on some fashion though. I don't just want to see it on hoodies, man. Right. I'm over the hoodies and stuff, bro. We can do that a million times over.
Thank you.
That's grassroots, you know, business right there. When you're trying to do apparel and stuff, that's how you start up with little hoodies. And then when you think about Melo himself and how he kind of dresses and stuff like that, you know, the dude normally have on some drip. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't want to downgrade from, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like 100%.
Downgrade if you bring out just some regular hoodies and some goofy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This is like a couple of days ago, I did a video where he did the zoom in on the Puma socks, and I thought he was trying to show maybe some Puma kicks.
The Dior.
And that's to your point, like he's hooping in Dior's. Like that's who he is. So don't roll my dog out no regular ass t-shirt and no hoodie, and he hooping in Dior's. You know what I'm saying? Like
I wish Melo could have just kept his own brand, man, and found a way to be like a Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? Where you kind of just license yourself out with people that you feel meet the criteria for what you're trying to represent.
Yeah, I totally agree with that because personally, I know y'all watched the first episode, the new season, first episode of new season of All the Family. When Tina walked past that corner, she had on his MB1 2 shoe. You know what I'm saying? And they zoomed down on it, right? They zoomed in on the shoe and they zoomed out. Like I inboxed AB. I see him in the picture, and we were talking about it. I'm like, man, I honestly believe if they actually manufactured that shoe, I bet 100% LeVar would still put that shoe out. Just he doing all those t-shirts that he manufactured and that he's still putting out now with it. I'm telling you, if he manufactured those shoes, he gonna put them out.
Them shoes they've been having, man. Them shoes they've been having.
I understand it, but I'm just saying it's like I take a consideration, like, cause I used to do video. You know what I'm saying? It's like shoot videos and short films and stuff. It's certain stuff that you do is like you make it what it is, and then you know what I'm saying? You put it in there to make it seem like it's something you seen but something you didn't see. See, this is the picture I text AB right here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Cause this the shoe she had on.
Right.
So my thing, I sent him up 2 other cutaways too, because I've been had the picture since earlier this year. Because I remember, because I had all the photos of.
Is LeVar still hoping on a dream, man? I mean, at this point, he's still trying to, push the brand. You know what I mean?
And the thing is, he still can do it though. Like,
he
can legally do it. No, I mean, he can still do it. That. Yeah,
he has other business partners involved too, though. See, that's the thing. You know,
it don't have to be called Melo Ball, just like the t-shirts. It don't have to be called Melo Ball. It called MB1.
I mean, what are we buying into these people, these personalities, these people that we believe in, these people that we relate to? You know what I'm saying? People bought MB1s or wanted to buy MB1s because they felt a relation to Melo Ball or ZO2. You know what I'm saying?
But this is what I'll say, bro, is that I was thinking about this, right? The reason why, after we said that, and I was telling you, like they probably hadn't manufactured them, but this is like, this shoe was, he like wore one of these, he had these physical shoes when we were over in Europe. You know what I'm saying? What I was thinking is that I think that they could still release these, right? Despite the business issues and all of that behind it. Like, obviously, at this point, it seems like they don't really care about that. They still moving anyway. But when I think about when Kobe Kobe was with Adidas when he first got in the league, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And he left and then went with Nike.
Right.
But you can still right now buy a Crazy 8. You know what I'm saying? You can still buy
somebody never was buying them shoes though, AB.
But I had them when they was back then. They was on sale. Nobody was buying them. Shit was on sale, and that's how I got them because they was like, I was like, yo,
that's because you like Kobe though, right?
No.
Shoes was that dope.
I'm saying they was all right. You feel me? Back then when I had them, it was not that it was Kobe. It was two things. It was that they was on sale. And they was cool enough, and my mom was like in a good mood that day, and she bought them shits for me. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But what I'm saying is that even like the Deions, they got the Diamond Turfs. Deion is signed with Under Armour right now, but Nike still released the old Deions to this day. So I feel like they could still make a bit of money by just releasing the same of them old ass MB1s, the old ZO2s.
Oh yeah,
for sure. And there's a decent amount of people who are still caught. I never got a pair.
I believe it. I believe it's some people that'll buy some MB1.
Yeah. I mean,
so hold on.
Especially, I'm say this. Especially if Puma don't release the shoes, if Puma don't got a Melo ball coming, and Billa brand roll out a number 2 for reasonable price. Come on, man.
So in the colorway is not cooked up. Big Baller brand is not cooked up as far as merch. You saying? I feel like the brand is pretty much done.
I don't feel like that.
I don't think so.
I think it's just starting. Believe it or not, I think it's just starting to like.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask you this then. Okay, so we know the original money that probably financed that company came from one or two places. Or Alan Foster or Alonzo Ball, one of the two places. I mean, we're gonna get money to get more merch at now because both of them guys gone. Everybody's trying to distance themselves from that. We say LeVar's gonna finance all this stuff.
But the thing is, LeVar ain't been broke. Like, dude, that's why they came up like they did. Like,
I ain't gonna say LeVar ain't broke, but LeVar is not a rich guy. If we go back and do the real thing, LeVar's a personal trainer. You know what I'm saying? That's a working class job. I mean, a teacher. You know what I mean? So I mean, they was a nice average family. You know, they were doing well for themselves. They wasn't rich though. Trust that. That's the reason Alan Foster gave them the money to start Big Baller Brand.
This is the thing that folks do not take into account when they count the LeVar Ball pockets. They get the reality show pays decent amount of money.
You're right about that.
And if you want to say I'm going to build a brand,
$1 a year off that show.
How much?
About $3 million.
That's what I'm saying.
LeVar make about $3 million a year off that show.
Yeah, and if you think of like, if LeVar makes some, Tina make a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The other, everybody gets some bread. Yeah. I remember when we was over there, the JBA players who kind of kept getting featured, they got a little bread. You know what I'm saying? So they you know how they typical athletes who. You get a little bit of money, you go and blow all your shit on jewelry and all that. They did it, but so they even got a little bread. So I think that if he was to take that money and reinvest it back into the Big Baller brand, at least to get the t-shirts, hoodies rolling, they could do that. I think that where's our
leverage though? Where's our leverage though? That's what I keep asking myself. Like, where's the leverage though? Because the BBB stood for Jello, Melo, Zoe. And now we don't have either one of them. Well, I mean, y'all can get you some. I mean, Jello probably still with the brand.
But this is what I'm saying. So check this out. When Zoe was at UCLA and was wearing the UCLA gear, wasn't never wearing the sneakers. There wasn't no sneakers yet. Folks was rocking with it. In the NBA, all last season, and I think that is tough too because they had the pandemic, which affected everybody's business. So I think that the drama that they was going through plus the pandemic makes it harder to bounce back than like, you know what I'm saying, just straight the drama and shit that they went through, or not having the boys. You know what I'm saying? So
is it a beef though? You think it's gonna be a beef? You think it's gonna be a beef? You know what I mean? Like, just at the end of the day though, like, you started together, but now it's turned into basically nobody wants to deal with LeVar, and but the brand still represents their last name, and you know what I'm saying? Because from what I'm seeing, Zoe talking about maybe he wants to start his own brand.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
And it's like, where are we going here though?
Here's why I think that the average consumer don't care.
Yeah,
unless if you get Zoe and them coming out throwing their shoes in the trash again, then folks will care. But if Zoe them don't say nothing, if LaMelo don't come out and be like, yo, my dad on some bullshit, then the average consumer will see BBB pop-up shop and they'll say LeVar gonna be there, and they'll say maybe Jello, maybe Zoe, and folks will just show up regardless. And they could do enough money doing that to be sustainable for a minute.
Yeah. And like I said, I honestly think, man, if LeVar do interviews, they're gonna be straight. Because LeVar, they're gonna pay LeVar. People pay LeVar to come do that. I'm just saying, like, I take in consideration, like, just thinking as a business owner for sake. Now, he still sold the ZO2s and Zoe didn't even wear them, and people bought them. See, that's where I'm at. Zoe didn't wear those.
LeVar should turn it into a sports streetwear company. My bad, I ain't mean to cut you off.
No. You good. But I personally, because I'm kind of still on the Melo jumps. Like, if he did invest in it, I honestly think that he should, if he don't, still bring that shoe out. Because, like I said, Zoe didn't wear the shoes for a whole year. But when the .com opened up, you can buy the ZO2. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can still buy them right now, and he don't even wear them. Like,
you don't.
Yeah, people do. Dope though. That black brand shoe was dope. It was dope too. I thought he was gonna do something, man. When they started doing little Spike Lee commercials and stuff, man. So I hope you watch it, man. Pull it together, bro.
Yeah. I just think the Melo balls too. I think it still can be sold. I think it's a decent shoe. That but especially if Puma don't give him his own signature shoe the first year, that'll be the perfect time.
That would be ridiculous. I would call Puma myself if they don't get his man his own shoe.
Yeah, but then I'm saying, if they don't, that'll be a perfect time for LeVar to come out with these MB1s, even though Melo ain't wearing them.
Zion had more hype than anybody probably in the last 10 years.
And he don't got his own shoe.
And Zion probably came on all his platforms with maybe 2 million followers. Melo got almost 5 million on Instagram by himself.
Yeah.
And he even went into Twitter and all that stuff. Melo low key can sell merch by itself. Like, really don't even need a deal.
Not low key, man.
This is high key. High. If that's what make me upset, though. That's what really get me hot about this Puma shit. Is because Melo could literally get on Instagram right now and be like, yo, here go my new shirt. Hit the link in the bio. Limited release. Right. And it's selling out. And it don't even got to be limited. Yeah. It can have.
And it's up by itself.
I
thought he had that mindset, though, because early in the year they were saying he was going to buy the team that he played for. So I'm thinking, all right, this kid kind of gets it. He was able to stand on the floor of it and watch, you know what I'm saying? And then start pulling his own moves. But, hey.
Melo.
See, I personally just need to, when we figure out what their contract look like, because their contract might be like a 5 year
it must not be that much of a contract, though, because when it's a hell of a contract, they talk about it.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's the pandemic, and a lot of people ain't got money, so you don't want to talk. You know what I'm saying? You don't want. Like, you don't want to talk too much about it because people gonna think it's too much
during the pandemic than any time I've ever seen. I
understand it, but I'm just saying to the actual customer.
You saying how?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, how it appears to the actual customer.
$100 million deal during a pandemic. I get it.
Yeah, So this my thing is like if they got $100 million to get this young boy, they can help people on the streets. Cause this, I'm telling you, this how the TVs and all that kind of people talk. So I understand why they're not putting contract out. But I feel like
why they not putting what out?
I feel like if he doing like a 5-year deal,
$100 million.
Yeah, if he doing like a 5-year deal, he can leave. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
5 years in the NBA.
Who knows? In a couple years, they might be back with BBB.
You see, this what I'm getting at right there.
For real. Here's what I'll say though. $500 million, 5-year deal. That's saying what that's like. That's 20 million a year.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Are they? You think that they doing that type of business? But
I don't think they doing it.
I don't think Puma doing that kind of business because they ain't been selling enough merch. Like
Puma's a big company, bro.
Puma is huge, but Puma Hoops is not huge.
There we go. That's a whole nother.
You know what? I'm gonna show you something that I checked out the other day. Right, I'm gonna pull this up. I went to the Puma website. I'm gonna try to get it as quick as possible here. Right, and this is what I realized this quick, and this to me spoke to why like the Melo ball shit has been a bit disappointing.
Not a bit. It's been ass, man.
Yeah, I mean,
showing a lot more for this kid.
Okay, let me pull this out here. Hold on, man. Got my shopping tips up here. Y'all need to see. All right. Yeah, them shits. They got some stuff, but now check. All right, here we go. We go to the menu.
I went on the Puma website and I looked at some stuff too. It was nice.
Now look at this. I'm gonna go to the menu here. I'm clicking the shoes. I'm going to. All right, so they got performance basketball and heritage basketball. I guess the
Clydes are hard. Those low top Clydes. They got some sham guards. Those right there.
No Clydes.
Look at this though. This is what I want y'all to see. Is look at how many now when you look at this though, you see a lot of colorways.
Right.
But you see the same shoe over and over.
Right.
They really got 2, maybe 3 different basketball shoes in just a ton of different colorways. So that show you how invested they are in the like actual hoops. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give you. So the whole like ideal of like, we waiting on the Melo colorway or what team he come. They already got a damn colorway up here for every team possible.
True.
And the thing about it is, we talking about Shamgard. He don't play in the NBA, and then we talking about Clyde. That's an old veteran, like somebody who played in the 70s. So, so that's how much Puma Hoops is invested.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they got something they ain't never had. You know what I'm saying?
It's all
man.
But Puma needs to hush the door. Then it should be a veil of secrecy. And then you roll out a $1 billion guy a whole nother way. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's coming. I think it's coming. I
thought about it. Maybe they were trying to make it look organic and bring it out through the social platforms and stuff like that. But it just didn't look organic. It looked like a some backyard stuff that you put together.
Yeah.
This is all right. Check this out though. This is Puma Hoops, Heritage Hoops. Now think about when you describe to me when I look at all of they styles, the shit seem vintage and seem old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When
I'm looking at LaMelo, I would never describe him as vintage or old. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
LaMelo is the new hotness. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit that's cutting edge. Something
energetic. Yeah, you want energy. You want colors. You want new. You know what I mean? You want a new feel.
A new era.
The word heritage itself says, legacy, long, old. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
But that logo is so huge. Like, what more could you do with it other than putting the actual Puma text name?
You really don't have to have the logo on there. You just really need to design the man some high-end fashion sports stuff, which we haven't really seen. think about it. When have we seen any real merchandise company take to a athlete and create a lifestyle type of brand around that athlete? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I've seen some of them have tried to do it, man, but nobody has done it right.
I mean, I remember they tried to do it with Jordan, but Jordan, that was terrible.
That's what I was saying. Like they tried to do it Jordan. I feel like Russell Westbrook, because they talk about his clothes. They try to do some lifestyle shit with him. I think that honestly though, that is the one of the things that Puma got is that nobody is wearing their shit to hooping. If you wearing Puma stuff, it's more like lifestyle brand stuff. You know what I mean? Like you wearing you trying to be cool. And so I feel like they could, like I said, in my one video, that one picture of Melo, he had on some like collab shoes or whatever with somebody. And I was like, all right, these just look like they might be worth something. And they was like $80. But
if they could merge that idea together though, where he could play in something that's just drip, you know what I mean? A pair of shoes that just pop. That like he would Puma would make so much money it wouldn't even be funny.
Like the Dior shit.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Just something that's on that level.
Yeah. I mean at the end of the day, I just feel like him coming out there big, that big, man. I feel like that he could have been really successful and got a lot of money that he not gonna get if he just would have stayed with the brand.
I mean, if he would have stayed with the brand, they all could have, I mean, relatively probably made it to $1 billion. You know what I mean? Because that brand, I mean, was already leveraging around 30 to 40 million in marketing dollars. So when you're able to move that kind of those amount of eyeballs, you know what I mean? And then, you know, they all had their own individual platforms. We talking about $1 million on the Big Baller, $1 million on LeVar, 3-4 million Jello, 3-4 million Lonzo, 3-4 million, you know what I mean, Melo. So you start putting all those numbers together, and you talking about, you know what I mean, a platform where you really can't stop a certain amount of numbers being made. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna generate a certain amount of numbers with the amount of viewership that they already had with the TV show. We didn't even add that part into it, where they was doing a minimum of a million views, and then with the stuff that AB then was doing when they was doing the games and stuff, we talking 250,000 viewers. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So you know, this just on a weekly, daily basis. Anything you put out with ball name attached to it used to be. I mean, it still jumps now. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Yeah. One of the things too that I feel like folks don't realize is how much, like we talk about the TV show, like the TV show pays for a lot of the extravagance that we see, right? Remember when Lonzo did the like being posted with the fam, BBB? Oh, that's the production crew of the TV show shooting that video. You know what I'm saying? So we could use it for that whole vibe, you know, like a lot of the when we were doing the JVA shit, a lot of the partnership with Facebook, the partnership with the TV show, help move a lot of that stuff around, right? It gives us something together. Huh? So that's that I wish I could say that was me, but that's your boy Foster. So that's what I be saying when people be like, "Wow, Alan Foster," I be like, "Yo, you can't really." There's a lot of shit that you love came out of his head. You know what I'm saying? So
I heard they made a lot of money from their pop-up shops too.
Everywhere they went, they made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Everything, I'm telling you, man, they had a mastermind. They had a nice little setup going on. And it's sad that it went like that. They let some conspirators put a monkey wrench in between the game. And then as we see, since that news came out that Alan Foster allegedly stole 1.5 million, Big Baller brand has not been the same.
Yeah.
They never really bounced back from that. Late 2019, I think.
Yeah. And you know what's also crazy is that we have seen since then networks like ESPN, allegedly like turn their back on the brand. You know what I mean? So like the same folks who was then like, oh, we're gonna help y'all and we're gonna do this investigation. And just so you know, now once the shit hit the fan, y'all not popping that much anymore. You know, separated. They like, all right, bro, you banned. You know what I'm saying? So much controversy they feed into it. It just.
I got some receipts, man. If I had the time, man, I could really put together a nice documentary to prove a lot of the points that you point out. I got a lot of receipts, man. A lot of receipts. Good night. Good night. But it's a lot of stuff. This is the thing that I hope, though, man. That at the end of the day, no matter what, that if it comes out that the man didn't steal the money, man. You know, these people can be adult enough to apologize to the guy, man, and give him his respect. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to cut the check. They're going to have to cut the check. But after you cut the check, at least give a man his respect, man. You know, because they let people, you know, because it's a potential for a $1 billion company being shattered, man. And it was an iconic company that it was something that had never been done before, man. You know, it's unfortunate, bro. It's terribly unfortunate. Think about it. An apparel company with 3 athletes going into the NBA, all brothers. You know, how did BBB, last name Ball, you know what I'm saying? And look, another thing is our community, you know what I'm saying? The Black community, we needed that positive setup, you know, to show for an example, you know what I'm saying? You know, a father, a mother, and the kids, you know what I'm saying? We don't see that a lot being displayed on the television too. Normally it's us cussing and acting a fool.
Yeah, it's representation. You know what I'm saying? Positive representation. It impacts folks in a way that like it's generational. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you see him and it's how he interact with his kids. They moving around. You know how many like dads I see on Instagram right now, or how many little kids got an account that they dad run and be at the game and coach them up and they're ready to start building their own brand and all of that stuff based off of like that blueprint. So it is huge, man. And it's just like, it's like everybody been saying though, it's at some point it makes sense why one of these major corporations could look at that and be like, yo, wait.
We need to shut this down.
Yeah. We don't want the culture to go that way. Hold on. You don't need college no more. Wait. Slow that shit down.
Right. You gonna own everything. You gonna own your own. Hold up. Yeah. Wait, what are you owning? Your shoes, your merch. Hold up.
A lead too. Come on, bro. Whoa.
Imagine now if a kid started his own company and before, you know, prior to him being drafted, already has a $1 million, multi-million-dollar business. He walks into your office looking at you like, man, what? You know, it's just only a certain amount of things you can say to this kid. He's already $1 million now. You know what I'm saying? That's why once these guys get signed and they get these $100 million deals, you notice the hands of the table start to turn.
Yeah.
And you start seeing these guys forming teams like they want to. You know, when they come in, they get drafted wherever they get drafted. But after they make a few bucks and you know what I'm saying, you know, it's like, hold up, man. You know, I can go where I want to go, play how I want to play.
Yeah, I just know this situation is a very different one. It's a very unique situation with him leaving and going to Puma. I just feel like as far as the Puma deal, like I said, I think if I knew the Puma deal, I have more to say on it. The fact that I don't know exactly what's happening is like I can't really form my own opinion other than you shouldn't have left the brand. I might hear I might hear it and be like, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I know in a perfect world, you know what I'm saying, you want them to be together. You want the brand together. You want everybody to grow together. And you know there will be a $1 billion corporation on top. And we have to take in consideration as well. Lonzo was 17 when they start. You know what I'm saying? When they really started printing the shirts. You know what I'm saying? We talking about kids at this time. They really didn't have a say-so or nothing. Just go and wear this. You know what I'm saying? This yours. Go on word. I got everything else.
That's
and
right.
Now that Lonzo is in the NBA and somebody's still telling him, yo, go where it is. We'll take care of everything else. Like,
Lonzo
I don't have no control of it.
Lonzo is jumping all over the place. He need to focus on basketball instead of these deals and all this stuff here, man. Focus on the game before you don't even be in the league, man. You know what I'm saying? For real. You jumping agent to agent trying to figure it out. You know, it goes to show you, though, that at the end of the day, man, if you don't have the structure, if you don't have real support like you think you have, this how you end up like a chicken with your head cut off. Because these some young boys, and we looked at LeVar as a figure that was going to guide them in the right direction, but for some reason or another, we don't know behind the scenes because we don't know their personal relationship with their dad. But for some reason, they don't want to do business with him, and they definitely, soon as they got old enough, they did everything LeVar told them not to do because they didn't have tattoos. As soon as they hit 18, 19, and had a little bag, hey, we getting tattoos. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And as soon as they were able to get off that brand, they got off that brand. And I mean, now they pretty much just doing what they want to do, except for Jello because he don't have a job. But you know what I'm saying? And
yeah, but you gotta think about it.
No.
No, I mean it's sad. It's funny.
I feel like this, man. I feel like this. When you got somebody that's always around you, and you know them, and you know what they're gonna say, you know what they're gonna do, but they got the best for you. You gonna probably, if you got somebody like Jay-Z in your ear saying, you know what I'm saying, or ESPN in your ear saying, you know what I'm saying, but like it's like you know this person, like this just like if you sell shirts, everybody that know you gonna want to hook up, right? Because they know you. Now you get information.
With LeVar and going to hang out with Jay-Z though.
But this what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. If you selling t-shirts, everybody that you know want to hook up. So your support gonna really be everybody that you don't know because they just want support.
New boy were going global though. So most of the people that they was encountering was people they didn't know, like myself.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But they know they dead.
Yeah,
that's what I'm getting at. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. You're right.
Yeah, so
they don't want nothing to do with it.
But he probably got the right answer. But the thing is that they know they dead.
This is something I'll say, right? I think that there's something about like when you are young and you said some sports inside angle about like as soon as you get out of from underneath that thumb, you go into tattoos, you go do your own thing, you don't want nothing to do with it. I remember like when I was growing up, my dad used to drive the 18-wheelers. You know what I'm saying? He had his own truck, you know what I'm saying? He had a own woo-woo. My uncle did it, you know what I'm saying? And I remember I used to be like, man, I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Now I get to 30 and I'm like, damn.
Should have did it.
If we would have all locked in and then got our own little truck and shit, it'd have been lit.
You're right about that, though.
In the moment, I'm like, that's stupid. Nah, my dad got 30 years experience on driving trucks. Could have taught me. I'd have been out here, had 2-3 trucks. You know what I'm saying? We would have been the whole little family brand. AB the Hero Trucking Company.
Right.
Big ass bag. Now I'm like, yo, shit, I'm filling out resumes. I would have had my own little thing. And so I can imagine that to them right now, it feel like, Dad,
but they did listen though. They didn't listen to the point where they want to be with Big Baller Brand, but they listened enough to play enough basketball to go and get them large NBA chicks.
Yeah,
they didn't get that far off track.
They listened to the age where they listened through when they had to. When you were a high schooler and my dad used to make me go move furniture with him and do all of that shit. I didn't want to. I ain't had no choice. I got to college. I ain't picked up nobody couch. You know what I'm saying? So, so it's the same thing. Zoe get to the league. They start having that tension that as soon as the door look like he can get out of there, he gone. Melo, I'm out. Jello, I'm out. You know what I mean? So
Jello still in.
Jello's still in
for now.
Is he? That's what I'm saying though. Is he in?
He made
or
a
is
mistake though. See, when he got caught out there with that situation, that did him in. That put him on the bench.
Yeah.
But you got to think about this
situation.
situation.
We got ball facts in the building.
Yeah,
ball
facts.
What's up, man? but I think to
non-biased opinions.
Hey, my God.
I think be honest, man. I think if he would have never went over there and stole that stuff, I don't think it would have been a big baller brand overseas or Lithuania. All of this stuff would have never happened because they would have all went through college.
Oh yes,
they would have went through college.
Oh, you saying they would have never went to Lithuania? And
I agree with you.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
So it's like I believe that stuff like that happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Blessing in disguise.
Yeah, because it seemed bad, and I heard a lot of Jello messed up.
My man Allen was dodging bullets left and right, man. Everything that was coming into BBB, he was swerving that thing. You feel me? Swerving them boys all the way out. You dig? My boy was swerving that brand. Man, stop. My man was swerving the brand.
Ball facts say you gotta chill, man.
Oh man, it's all love, ball sacks. I ain't got nothing but love. Listen, man.
Wow.
Yeah. But where they going with the brand now? By them keeping it going, and by me hearing the guy talking about LeVar still paying these people throughout the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Like that lets me know that it's money somewhere. And I honestly think that I still think that the Zoe still put money into the brand. I honestly think
he shouldn't. He shouldn't. I mean, they buying a lot of designer clothes, though. They definitely putting a lot of money into other people's brands.
Other brands.
They should definitely be in finding some kind of way. That's my thing, though. I thought they was on. See, this is what really made me believe that a lot of the stuff that was being said was rigmarole, though. Because when you look at it now, nobody wants to be an owner. Nobody's even showing any kind of business like mindset. Everybody's kind of just signing on, and when you sign, man, you know what that means. You want somebody else to do the work. You need somebody else to guide you into those areas and into those fields. You know what I'm saying? And Big Baller Brand was a self-sustained entity because they had their own agents, they had their own financing, they had their own. You see what I'm saying? And so now you're seeing everybody that's been associated with it outside of LeVar is basically just I'm signing with Rock Nation. I'm gonna sign with CAA. I'm gonna sign with Clutch. I'm gonna go with Puma. Now I'm gonna jump back over here with TikTok. And I mean, who we signing with? Who we signing with?
I think it's based off because they still young. That's me personally. They still really young. Like we've been seeing them for a long time. Here's really young.
Hella young.
Here's the difference, and this is folks hate on this family all the time. The Newmans.
They hype though. That's overhyped though.
They hype.
Little Newman. Come on, man.
They hype, but
that's all hype though. That's all.
They all hype, but that shows you there's a difference where they all hype, but they move product.
The
Ball family is actually talented, have everything that you said but they all getting out of here. I want to give me the bag, give me the check. I want the job. Give me the assignment. That's true. Julian Newman
moving product.
Trying to get his own.
Product.
I bet you he probably at this point has a better understanding or more skin in the game on of what it is to build the brand than like what Melo does.
Facts.
So I bet you Julian Newman, even though he don't got the hype, ain't really got as much clout as Melo, but he got the understanding of if I do this amount of work, that I can get this bread. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's more so because he understands though that his basketball career
right. That's what I was about to say.
I don't know if he understands his basketball career got a ceiling.
Oh, he does.
I think that we know that.
No, I think he do. I think that's why he's pushing the brand so much.
I don't. Yeah. I think that's something that's instilled.
They notice they starting to now push the sister too. So to add more value to that protege company.
Yeah.
He's even playing like basketball YouTubers now.
But this is what I'm saying though, is that they've been doing it though.
Yeah.
They've been on television, the sister and him, since they was 9, 8, 7, 4th grade. So like he has probably for the majority of his life assumed he was going to be in the NBA someday. Now you're right. Now the scholarship and the deal ain't probably there. However, everybody get to blame it on the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Of why you ain't made it to where you're making it yet. You feel me? But I'm saying
the pandemic stopped me from getting that money, man. The pandemic.
But what I can imagine though is that he been actually promoting and rocking that Prodigy brand like heavy throughout his whole entire high school shit. His dad done started same vibe, started his own prep school. You know what I'm saying? So they could hoop in.
Too arrogant for me, man. I want to see somebody turn him upside down and shake his pocket.
Who, the kid or the dad?
Either one. Either one, man. Honestly. They both. I'm like, come on, guys. It's just funny though. It's definitely entertaining. I watch it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think the Ball family, like, it's as a whole, if they not making money together as a family, they making money apart.
They better put them together for that person they gonna have to pay. They better scoop some in a pot. They better keep a pot of it. They better keep a pot.
So you think they gonna lose and quit or something?
Listen, okay, so put it like this, man. I know some people that's close to the situation, man, and I have to make my own analysis. I'm not a lawyer, and I'm not at court. I can't say, but let me say this for real. From what I've seen, the receipts I've seen, all the paperwork, everything that I've seen, man, it basically was a situation where some people basically conspired to break that group up. And how they did it was by infiltrating Lonzo first and got him to go to the bar and say that it was somebody stealing, you know what I'm saying? And without no real facts, you know, dealing with ESPN people and Lukunga, who had already been fired for basically not filing those taxes already. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a short form of it. And then so if you go back to the whole root of it is basically people hating on other people's success. You know what I'm saying? And not wanting them to have what they have. You know what I'm saying? And basically knowing how to take you out of position because they know you're not unified. If you're unified, then nobody can break or penetrate that. But when you're not unified, then people can come in with a little bit of anything and tear you down because it's a paper mache house.
Yeah.
Ball facts.
We got ball facts in the building.
Oh, it's facts now, huh? Okay. What's up, my guy?
Listen.
You sound intelligent. So I'm not expecting all that. Come on, bro.
Listen, bro.
You sound like a very intelligent man.
Man, listen, bro. You have to get to you. Sometimes you go off into a reality, man. And I don't hate on what you're doing because that's your right to do what you're doing, man. But when you go with your songs and look, man, a lot of that stuff be fairy tales, ball, and you gotta understand that, man. Reality is facts. You know what I'm saying? Not ball facts. See, you got ball facts, which is just whatever you believe in your head. The real facts is Lonzo Ball, mid-level player, man. Definitely, we all believe in Lonzo. So don't think we hating on him or I'm hating on him. I'm not speaking to the other guy. But a lot of the times, man, you be living in a grandiose fantasy, man. And it's just
okay. So that's very broad. But so let's narrow it down, and we're gonna get to the real facts. You said facts, okay? So you said Lonzo was a mid-level player.
Mid-level.
Facts, but high-level potential. That's also facts.
Hey man, everybody in this world has high-level potential, though. I believe everybody in this world has that though. We can't.
But no, we're talking about skills that he has that he has this day that are untapped and unused.
All right.
Okay. We all know what Lonzo can do in transition. We all know what he can do with running teammates. And so for me to say that he actually has potential is different than just somebody on the street.
I got you, man. Much love, brother.
Nah.
Much love, brother. I'm just saying.
I came on here for the love.
No, it's all love, man. It's all love, man. For real, trust me. But you doing some serious numbers over there. You eating good with them ball people now, so you should be happy. Hey, don't let me ball
I'm happy.
You.
I'm good.
I'm good. I see you doing numbers though. I seen you when you first came on the scene though, man. It started off beautiful, man. Then it became a nightmare. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it might be a nightmare for the competition, but I cover every aspect. You know, you might get mad because I diversify, it might be something I touch on you like that, and then something I touch on that you hate, and it's the opposite for somebody else. I never get upset, man, about another person's opinion though. But it's just that, you know, a lot of times, man, we in this world, we have to stop disseminating false information. And we can't be in the world. We can't just be emotionally, especially us men. We can't be out here just in an emotional state putting out information about other humans. We have to be
okay. So you mentioned Lonzo as a mid-level player. I addressed that, and that was the end of that. Now, what other things that I'm saying that's not facts, but it's all emotion?
No, I'm just saying, man. It on a day-to-day basis, man. Most of that stuff is just emotional, man. And I appreciate you doing what you're doing, though, because that's your podcast, man. You're doing your thing over there. I'm just saying, when you come over here, I'm gonna let you know, though, boy.
It's very broad. I'm just saying what you're saying is very broad. That's like me saying your life is emotional.
You acting like Lonzo Ball is Michael Jordan already. You be acting like Lonzo Ball is Michael Jordan.
Are you kidding me? I made a video with him missing shots, and I counted off 41, 42, 43. Just because you're not in tune to what I got going on, I'm cool with that. I respect that. I had to come on here because you're on my man AB platform, and he's solid with it.
I appreciate him letting us get on here, man. I appreciate him letting us get on his platform and chop it up.
For sure.
I'll say my dog Ball Facts. He will give both sides of the coin. You know what I'm saying? He was critical of Zoe when he needed to be. I feel like what is it? The Jello. You know what I'm saying? He is one of the cats who are ahead of the game on the Jello wave. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think me and him thinking the Jello guy. He got it.
Jello. I always believed in Jello.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is though, I just feel like if we're gonna put out information, man, it's gotta be fair.
The only thing
it can't be watered down. It can't be watered down.
The only thing he missed on was Jimmy Butler, which makes sense because Jimmy not in the ball universe, so he didn't really catch what was coming with that. I had to put him on the Jimmy was next. But that's really, you know what I'm saying? That's really.
But no, I want to say this. Just like Lonzo, he kept it a buck when he did the Josh Hart podcast, and a lot of people ripped him for that. They said, okay, that might have been true, but that's not something you share with everybody. There's conversations that I may have with AB that I don't have on my channel because my channel is a supportive channel. I'm not a channel that's claiming to be, if LeVar came out with an affair tomorrow, I'm going to put it on my channel and say, this nigga cheated on Tina and I got to keep it real. I'm not going to do that because that's not what my channel is for. I target a certain audience and that's what I target. You don't turn to the NBA looking for the NFL. So it just is what it is.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. But I just caught you over here today. I ain't mad at you. I just caught you over here.
I'm just keeping it a buck with the facts because I still ain't heard nothing that I done lied about. So
no, like you said, you just omit a few things. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that.
I put it like this. I put it like this, man. Everybody, I know I got a YouTube channel. You got a YouTube channel. Everybody got a YouTube channel. So the thing is, you free to say what you feel. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's right or wrong to somebody, you free to say what you feel. And I feel like that that's his opinion. And then I look at AB, I'm like, yo, that's AB opinion. And their opinions may be totally different, but it's about the same situation. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like me personally, I ain't gonna lie. I love when I hear Ball Face when he talk about Jello because I see it in Jello. I feel it, but I see it, and then it's like I talk to certain people. Like I'm from Memphis, you know what I'm saying? I just moved out here to California. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm in Memphis, I'm the only one wearing BBB. Everybody think I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you paying? Like, I got like 4 pair of Melo shoes. You know what I'm saying? So all I wear is minority owned brands. They're just it. I've been like that for years.
That's the way to be though.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I'm sitting here talking about Jello to my family and stuff, and all us came up playing basketball. They like, oh man, slow man, oh man, he weak, oh man, he this and that. and then I'm telling them, man, y'all didn't understand. Wait, y'all didn't watch the JBA, y'all didn't watch the, you know what I'm saying, y'all didn't see this, and they were like, but they don't count. But I'm listening to somebody like Ballface, and I'm like, yeah, I see, I get what he's saying. I'm listening to AB, and I'm like, yeah, man, they on my level. You know what I'm saying? As far as that, you know what I'm saying, believing in the brothers and stuff. So, like I said, I personally don't know what in particular you may be saying. Like you said that he said that he treats Zoe like Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a little bit more hardcore, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen. I'm a little bit more hardcore, you know what I'm saying, and I'm a little bit more on the business side too. So, just in general, how I think, you know what I'm saying. And so, when like I said, once again, nothing against the man. Period. Put it that way. You know,
hey, bro, it's all good. I respect your opinion, and I of course you got to get that. If you got a platform, you better know you're gonna have people that don't some people that hate what you say, some people don't care what you say, some people don't agree with what you say. So it's all good. If somebody say Ballface is biased, you damn right I'm biased. That's facts. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? If your girl say who look better, me or her, what you gonna say? You be the time over there. You gonna say your girl.
Nah.
And the reason I'm so defensive like that is because also a big part of the big baller brand, their whole situation been based on people talking about this, talking about that. I mean, even from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? It was, people saying Zoe's gonna get a deal with these people, he wasn't gonna get a deal with these folks, and you know what I'm saying? So it's always been some kind of real information and then disinformation parallel to it. And so I always wanted to be the one that made sure that it's a straight line that you can follow to get to the real source of information.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think there's everybody though. Everybody that's doing that. Like if you got a certain niche on YouTube, you won't give your side, and you probably gonna give another side too. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be one. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that
some people keep it one sided.
Yeah. There are channels who like are just all negative. Who?
Oh yeah.
So I appreciate, like,
I used to go on them pages and blast them too, though.
Exactly. I appreciate the other side of it. You know what I'm saying? So if folks can be out here and be winning because they all negative, I like to see folks who winning when they all positive on the other side. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that everybody kind of bring their own voice to the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I try to be positive. You feel me? I also try to be kind of real as well. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be like dogging folks. I'm not finna talk about folks personally, but like, so Zoe, I appreciate Zoe. I think that he was not hooping. You know what I'm saying? So I'm willing to say, yo, you wasn't hooping, but I'm not gonna go as far as to be like, yo, you left the brand, you ain't this, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, as I see some folks talk about his manhood and call that into question. Like I did say earlier,
we don't know him. We don't know him like that.
We don't know him like that. And I feel like certain folks take it there as if they know him like that, or they know LeVar like that, or if they know, you know what I'm saying? And when it's really just like, only thing you know is what people want you to know, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. The receipts do. Hey, receipts show everything. And the only other thing I probably only had a real beef with Ball Facts was when he was coming at my partner Allen too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what we got over here.
Like,
Man.
no. Because in real life, though, we gotta keep it a buck, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just say stuff and like don't have receipts, though. I don't do it. So if you come out on a public forum and say something about anybody, even if you say something about AB or Farrah Vision or GZ Hoops, if you don't have no receipts, I'm gonna say something about it.
Okay, so let's address it. Let's address it because what you just said to me is what I said to Alan. I said, show me receipts. And then I showed video of him talking bad about Tina, and I addressed it. I showed him throwing insults to LeVar, and I addressed it. I showed him throwing insults to LiAngelo, LaMelo, trying to expose them, and I addressed it. I didn't come on there with no proof. I showed what the man said. Then I said why he's bogus for doing it. And it was all facts. I didn't come out and say, I know for sure he stole this and stole that. I asked him, where are the receipts? So let's get to the bags.
The bags. We're going to hit you with the bags.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, man, look, originally, man, you were going in, man. When they originally said that man stole that money, you was basically a ball troll. You were just trolling. You know what I'm saying? And me, you know, listen, everybody came at me and said Alan Foster come, man, 2 years before they even came out and said that he stole some money. Somebody else who had a podcast had said it, who had a pretty decent sized podcast, had said he was a con man because he went in because of some situation that, you know, they had going on. And I said something about that. And so, you know, when I saw you saying, look, Ball, listen, you all right, man. You just you want the ball from me, bro. We
I'll
get
tell you ball facts. So my man Sports Inside Angle here, he is like one of them folks who I mentioned this earlier, but like way back when it was like me and RW and we was going, you know what I'm saying? My man Sports Inside Angle was like, let's say like if way back when me and RW was like you and DKM, Sports Inside Angle was like DJ's Raw Truth Uncut. You know what I'm saying? Where on the way up, but giving you the, you know what I'm saying? So then when old boy started jumping out the window, he was doing the same shit that we see. You know how DJ go in on Ticket TV, you know, the same vibe, you know what I'm saying? So like,
I've been told Ticket TV a long time ago by his boy.
Yeah. So he is also one of the dudes who, like, whenever folks was coming at Alan many moons, you know what I'm saying? He had the content of being like, yo, hold on and wait a minute, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool. I know I showed up late to the party. Like, it's a fight going on, and the Ball family, I'm looking at them like some distant cousins. I didn't come to the middle and say, hold up, everybody, let's talk about this. I'll pull up next to the Ball family, put my dukes up like, what's good? Because I'm not a person in the middle. I don't come to the middle and say, let me see. Like, I know what side I'm on, and that's how I do it.
That's exactly how you get knocked out.
But I didn't get knocked out. I came up, so it wasn't no knockouts.
Shit me.
Only to glow up.
That whole movement is in a KO position.
I love that position.
I do too.
But hey, so ball facts. What do you we talked about the Puma, the most recent Puma shit that we starting to see from Melo. Where you think they at with that? You impressed? We seen the logo potentially. We seen the skywriting. I'm not really impressed until I see the official commercials, until I see the official shoes. I'm not impressed. You know, I make videos because there is hype building, but I don't think we've seen anything yet. Like they're building hype in a good way, and I'm helping them build that hype. Other creators as well. We're gonna help them build that hype. Hopefully they don't let us down, because if I do all these videos like, oh, it's coming, they still going, then the shoe come out and it's trash, I'm gonna be mad. You know, and also the logo they have, I think it's tight, but it's too big.
to me, it's like very wide. I'm like, are they really going to use this on everything? I'm not
Especially
sure about
on their
that.
shoe.
Yeah, so the jury is out if that's really the official logo, which it really could be. But if it is, it just seems too big to me. And I wish he would have stayed with Big Baller Brand, of course. But I hope it's working out.
Yeah. I will say I meant to mention this in the video. In the mask that they wear, they got the like kind of smaller version of the logo like on the face mask. You know what I'm saying? So it don't look like too crazy, just like in the miniature version of it at all. But it's uh-oh, we lost somebody. Oh yeah, there. But so I see them making moves. I'm the same way. I'm not impressed.
So ball facts, I got a question, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm on this because I honestly feel like it still can happen. About Tina having on that shoe. Tina have on that shoe and them zooming in on that shoe on the show. Do you think that if I'm pretty sure that Puma would give him a signature shoe? I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. But if they don't, do you think it's a some kind of way that LeVar can still come out with that MB1 too? Cause it's like they zoomed in on the show. Why? I don't know. It's like it was kind of like, see this. It might be some in the future, or I don't see why they would have zoomed in on it like that.
You know what? Like I want it to be, but I don't think so. I think if his shoe was on the website, I would have more of faith that they're gonna do it. But there's about 30% chance I believe they might bring it out because they could have took it down in order for him to get the shoe deal. And then once the shoe deal is done, maybe they can bring it back out. But it might be in his contract. He can't have no other signature shoe. But then again, they put an MB1 on t-shirts. So I don't know. I believe most likely they will not sell MB1 shoes for Big Baller Brand.
Yeah, I feel you. But because the thing is, they not really selling the MB1 shirt as a LaMelo Ball shirt. They're selling it as MB1 shirt. You see what I'm saying? That's why Puma can sell theirs as Puma, and LeVar can still sell his as MB1. So that's the picture I took right there. Yeah, and the thing is like they zoomed in on it too hard to just be a coincidence.
You are right. But and you know what else? If Puma don't come out with a signature shoe right away, man, the Ball family better drop some MB1s of all different colors, all different everything, and capitalize while the man is hot.
They will.
This is what I said earlier. I think that they should do, and this is what I was telling him, is that the reason why I feel like they could do it is because we see these different sports companies all the time release shoes, athletes who no longer with them. You know what I'm saying? Like the Crazy 8s, all of the different Kobe's that when he was with Adidas, they still re-release those. The Sean Kemp's, the Shaq's, Dion, his shoes with the Diamond Turfs, he no longer with Nike, but they still release them. So I feel like in the same vein, they could get away with releasing a Melo Ball shoe. You know what I'm saying? The MB1 logo, especially if the Puma logo that we see is the new logo, then like it's not like they're using the same logo on both shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I say do it.
Yeah. I feel like if they can sell the shirt with MB1 on it, they can sell the shoe. Because LaMelo Ball name is nowhere on the shirt. It's nowhere on the shoe. And it started with them.
After what they need to start doing is that tattoo he got of the astronaut with the MB1 on there, put that on the shirt.
But the Big Baller Brand already started doing that.
Yeah, they already using it. They
using the astronaut. Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, it's lit, and they know what they doing. They dropping the show at the right time. Ain't no NBA. LaMelo got his campaign going. They like, oh come on, we doing the show. Drop it right now. They gonna capitalize.
Yeah.
They not. It's not quite the same, but it's a similar version they trying to do. Let me see.
Yeah, it's on the .com. It's like it's not the same exact logo, but it is like a spaceman. Like,
yeah.
Okay, it's kind of similar. Yeah.
They trying to do it, man. This is but I ain't gonna lie though. I wish they had. I don't know who designing all of their shit right now, but I feel like they got an opportunity to make some really hot stuff and steal away from what Puma gonna do. Because I believe that Puma to me is not gonna come out with nothing hot. Like it's gonna be lukewarm, whatever they do.
But I honestly think they are gonna come out with some real dope stuff for him. I just, like I said, I feel like that after he get drafted, I think that's when all the commercials gonna hit. I think that's when all this stuff gonna hit. That's just my personal opinion. Because right now, he's not in the NBA yet. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
So that's my thing right there. When he get drafted, I think that's when they go hammer.
Plus, you got to see where to purchase the billboard at. You know, if you go to Minnesota, that's where you got to put it. You know what I'm saying? If you go this place, is where you got to put it.
All right, and you know what? I just realized that when you say that he's not in the NBA yet, right? We just seen the other day they did the camp, right? The Melo Ball camp,
right?
And so it does make sense to think that like if they do got the real campaign coming out after the draft, but they already had plans to run these camps, like we got to put out something to like officially announce it. You know what I'm saying? So when we run these camps, it don't just look like it's some weird, crazy shit going on. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I could see how maybe they just threw some of this stuff out there just because they already got some shit on the calendar. And,
See, that's what I was saying in the last video, because it's almost pointless for them to just super promote right now, and he's not even in the NBA yet. To their point, they can like it's not a King James situation.
It is
had already.
It's similar.
It's bigger than that.
But this the thing. Like, it's not Nike though. It's Puma.
But it don't matter. It's Melo Ball.
Yeah.
Nobody's buying it because it's Puma. Nobody cares. They buying it because it's Melo. Folks going. So in I keep referencing this podcast or whatever they was talking about with this dude. Part of what they talked about, the reason why Nike is cutting a lot of their sponsored athletes is because they feel like folks just buy the shit because it's Nike. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not buying it because LeBron anymore. It's like, it just is everyday normal shit to have on a pair of Nikes. You know what I'm saying? I think that is different than Melo shit. It's like, no matter where you go, even if you start your own stuff, we gonna buy it because it's Melo. You know what I'm saying? Right. So they fumble in the bag to me right now, because now at home shopping is at an all-time high. Folks ain't got nothing else to do but search the web and buy shit online. This is a perfect time to be selling Melo merch without even really having to do nothing outside of just having Melo merch.
Yeah, no pop-ups, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but they probably already had their own plan. They probably got their own plan, their own setup.
And I'm nervous. That's what scares me though, is they probably got a plan, and this they plan. That's what make me nervous. Is this is the shit y'all thought of? This is the best thing y'all came with.
But when I put like this, Big Baller Brand, they already on the boat. They already got the MB1 out there. Hey, Big Baller Brand said, if y'all ain't gonna do it, we gonna do it.
We gonna do it. Man.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, I would honestly purchase the MB1 stuff from Big Baller Brand before I purchase it from Puma. That's just me personally.
Me too. Know what I'm saying? Honestly,
I would too. If the price was the same, if you give me a $50 Big Baller Brand item and a $50 Puma item, I'm buying the Big Baller Brand item every day. I don't want.
Yeah, because I think LeVar is probably still stacking that money too. For, you know what I'm saying, stacking some money aside for all of LaMelo's purchases. You know what I'm saying? I think he probably still get him a percentage of his sales, even though he's not with the brand. That's me personally. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's what I would do as a father. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if I don't give it to him directly, I'll be stacking it to the side. So, you know what I'm saying? You can know
especially in a couple years when they all come back.
Yeah, because I believe I'll believe all of them coming. I don't believe Zoe going nowhere. Like, me personally, I don't think Zoe going nowhere. I think he's with the brand.
Because he can't at this point, or because
a little bit of both.
He's just loyal. You know what I'm saying?
I think it, like he said, like Hoop said, I think it's a little bit of both. Because for one, I know the songs that he released was the song he was doing on back with BBB, I Can't Leave the Brand, all that kind of stuff. They were saying that was months before. But the thing is, he put them out on Instagram.
Right.
Yeah.
He put them out on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like a whole bunch of it wasn't a whole bunch of inside people giving us a leak. No, he put this album out. He put these songs out. But I'll never leave the brand and all that kind of stuff. So the show and all that kind of stuff, like I said, it was 3-4 months ago, probably when they started shooting before the pandemic and stuff like that. But I'm talking on the level right now. I think he's solid with the brand right now. This is me personally. I don't think he has a plan on leaving the brand.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna show y'all something real fast. I'm gonna get ready to wrap this boy up too.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you're yawning, you're making me yawn, bro.
Yeah. But let me show you. Let me pull something up for y'all, man. Let me see if I can get this. Hopefully, they ain't got no
sports ins.
Okay, this is my
JBA.
This my man Nick Lovelace. I don't know if you remember Nick.
Yeah, with Taco commenting too. Dang.
That's my guy, Nick Lovelace. That's the dude who he will dunk on you. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, AB. Next time we come up on here, we gotta talk some JBA. Where they at now?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm down to do that. Nah, every time I see some of these dudes over here hooping. He added some stuff to his game. He used to only dunk on you. Now he got the whole thing.
He got the 3-ball.
So I know a few of those cats signed some contracts overseas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good amount of them.
It's a good amount of them. I feel like that's the shit that you never hear though. Is folks not paying that homage. They got a couple of dudes who got paid, and it's like last time I was on, I was talking to Hoop Jargon. And he was talking about the Jello thing. When Jello went to Lithuania, he was like, there are guys who he played with at UCLA. My man Ballfax said he up. There are guys who at UCLA who played with Jello who would be dying after they leave UCLA to get that placement over there with Vytautas in Lithuania. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that we've seen a lot of with the JBA dudes get the same shit from the Curtis Hollis, Jarrell Springer, Brandon Williams, Dion Lau,
Harrison Rieger,
Montrez, Dixon. It's a lot of dudes, man. But I'm gonna get off here.
Me too, yo.
My girl is she blowing me up, you know what I'm saying? She's like, where you at? You know, here for 2 hours. You're supposed to be over here a half an hour ago. So I gotta hop off here, man.
Hey, Hoops. I just followed you on Instagram, bro.
I'll bet that. Yeah, I hit you too.
Yeah. Hey, if y'all still watching, man, make sure y'all like this video. You feel me? Make sure you like the video. Also, man, go follow them on their Instagrams. Go follow them on their YouTube channels. The whole vibe. My man Jeezy got a whole podcast. My man Fahara got the music, got the YouTube, the whole vibe, the t-shirt brands, the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Go support all of that stuff, man.
Hey, much love, baby. Much love.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you coming on here, man. It's nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, finally. After 2 years.
You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute.
Good stuff.
But I'll be back on here Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? So either pop in, throw some comments up. You know what I'm saying? I'll send you the link, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We could do this again. But yeah.
Word. All right, guys.
Peace out. Yep.
Deuce.
Hey, appreciate you coming through again, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Let me see. Let me get. All right, man. I appreciate all y'all tuning in. It's your main man, AB Hero. We out. Peace.